Hey friends, as promised in the video that I filmed yesterday, today we're going to make this cute little holly. Isn't it adorable? It's just a little quick pattern that you can do for the holidays, and trust me, it works up super fast. You're going to love this, and it's so easy. It only takes a few minutes to make, and you can give them as Christmas gifts. Also, before we start, don't forget to smash all the buttons so it pushes it up in the algorithm. I'm trying so hard to get my channel up, and you know, it's been around for a long time, but still my views are just, and I don't know why. Maybe it's me, I don't know. Either way, subscribe, it helps in the algorithm. Check out my blog at stardustgoldcrochet.com because I have tons of free patterns there, and also the Colorwork Crochet Club. So let's get started. Okay, let's get started with this. And so I'm using loops and threads, and this is called Impeccable Tweed. I'm using the color Camouflage for the green, and then I'm using Brava Tweed because I didn't have Impeccable Tweed, but this color is called Poinsettia, and it's really beautiful. So I'm kind of mixing and matching two different yarns. But if you like tweed, you can just use any of your regular tweeds that you want to use. So the other things you're going to need are a pair of scissors, a finishing needle, and I'm using a 6mm Susan Bates hook. And I love these ergonomic hooks. I'll put the little shopping link below if you want to buy one because they're amazing. I'll also put the link for these because finishing this needle, oh my God, they're awesome. And raffia yarn, or whatever, I think some people call it something else, but I call it raffia. It's basically just like paper yarn, which is really cool, which I used to decorate the top of it. So I'm going to start off with the camouflage yarn, and we're going to do a magic circle. But if you want to do a chain 2, you can do that and then just work into the chain itself instead, or the beginning chain. The way I do my magic circle is I go around like this, kind of make an X, then turn it over and grab that one. And then I just put it through like this, grab it, pull it through, and then kind of twist it around and go underneath that one that I'm holding. Twist it, pull it through, and then I let go. Then I untwist this yarn from there, and then I have my magic circle. Then I put my 2 fingers into there and hold onto this at the same time, which really helps a lot. Keep everything straight so it doesn't twist up. So from here, we're going to chain 9. So we're going to work a single crochet into the second chain from the hook. 1, 2. We're going to do a half double crochet in the next. I just sneezed like 10 times. Then we're going to do a double crochet in the next one. We're going to chain 2 and do a single crochet in the second chain. And then we're going to half double crochet in that same stitch. Single crochet in the next stitch down on your actual chain right here. We're going to double crochet in the next. Chain 2, and then single crochet in the second chain, and then half double crochet in that same stitch. And then we're going to go back down to the chain, and we're going to do a single crochet there. And we're going to skip that last stitch, and we're going to work straight into our magic circle down here, and we're going to do a slip stitch into the magic circle. So there we have one side of it, and it matches. Kind of looks like a little bit of a bat wing in my opinion, which would be really cute to turn these into bat wings too. So we're going to repeat that 2 more times into the magic circle. So we've already got our slip stitch there. So we're going to do our chain 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And in the second chain from the hook, 1, 2, we're going to do 2 chains down. So it's actually the third chain, 1, 2, second chain from the hook. We're going to do a single crochet and then a half double crochet in the next stitch. And then a double crochet in the next one after that. And then chain 2. And then work a single crochet in that second chain. And a half double crochet in that exact same stitch. And then a single crochet in the next. So we go back down to our chain and work a single crochet in that stitch down there. Double crochet in the next. Then chain 2. Single crochet in the second chain from the hook. And then half double crochet into that same space. Then go back down to the chain and do a single crochet into that chain. Like that. And then we're going to skip right back down to the loop. And we're going to do a slip stitch into that loop. And repeat. So we're going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then in the second chain from the hook, do a single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet in the next, chain 2, and in the second chain from the hook, do a single crochet and half double crochet in that same stitch. Then we're going to head on down to that chain and single crochet in that chain, double crochet in the next. Then we're going to do a chain 2, single crochet in the second, half double crochet in that exact same stitch, and then single crochet down here in the next one. And that's it. Then we're going to go, we're skipping those, and then we're skipping the last ones, and then we're going to go and do a slip stitch straight in. And then go ahead and do 1 chain and tie off. Pull your magic circle tight. Like that. I'm going to go ahead and leave these long tails too. But there you can see, and it looks a lot better when you block it, because I blocked mine and it looks a whole lot better. So I'm going to cut these off and just pull that through. And so you'll see you have 2 that are 2 long tails coming out from it. But that's our holly leaves. They kind of look like little bat leaves to me, but I love them still. Okay, so to do the little berries, this is a very simple stitch. It's just doing half double crochets after doing a magic circle and working them into the circle. So we're going to wrap around like we did before to make our magic circle. I'm going to pull this little tail out, and then I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to work half double crochets into the middle until you get the size that you want. And you can even double these up if you want. So that's 3 half doubles I've done so far. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I believe that's what I did for these, was 8 of them. So you do 8 half double crochets and then to go ahead and join. And you can do any kind of join you want. You can do the invisible join, which I believe is what I did for this. And I'm going to leave a long tail because you're going to sew these onto the holly part over here. So to do this join, I usually pull this out like that before I tie it off, and then put it into the back side of my half double crochet, bring it back around and pull it on through like that. And then I go back over to the back stitch and then just pull it back through like that. And it kind of leaves a better little design on top, so it's a little less. Also, don't forget to pull the center part tight like that. There we go. So then we have our little berries. So you're going to make 3 of these little berries. It looks like mine are smaller than this. Maybe I went down a hook size, but I don't know. So once you get these all together, then you're just going to position your berry on top of it. I'm going to go ahead and weave in that center tail because I don't want that center tail. So now I'm going to take this end and I'm going to just weave it in. So I'm going to place it right on top like that. I'm actually going to place it where the tail part is coming off, where it's down below over the leaves, so I can actually work into the leaves. And then just start, you know, going through the back side. So it doesn't have to be fancy or anything. Just go back through. Then you can go through the other side here. Like that. The yarn kind of hides in there. And then you can go through and just make it, you know, as secure as you want. It's a Christmas ornament, so it's not like it's going to be having a lot of tussles and being worn or washed a bunch of times. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so once you get one of your berries on there, then you go ahead and position your other 2 and you sew them on, and then you end up with something like this. So what I did to create the little loop on top was I weaved in one of these tails that I had, and then I took the other one that I wasn't going to weave in, and I just created a little loop on top. So I went back through like this and just started weaving the tail in, except for instead of weaving it all the way in, I left a loop on top. So I'm just going to pull all this through like this. There we go. And so just pull it down until you have a little bit of a loop, and then start weaving it back in. Just like you're weaving in a tail normally, it's going to stop it from loosening up any more than that once you start weaving it in. Like that, and you'll see that it won't pull out anymore, and it won't go down anymore. So once you weave that in, you just cut it off and you're good. Okay, so that's it really. And then you just you take the raffia and you tie it around the top part of the bow. And I know everybody knows how to tie a bow, but if you don't know how to tie a bow, let me show you, because you might be brand new to this. So I'm just going to take this one off. You just never know. You never know. Okay, so this is the finished top part. So what I did was I just took the raffia and kind of held it back there with my fingers, put it down on a flat surface, and make sure you tie a knot around it first. Make sure it's all the way down there at the bottom, and then tie your knot, because you want to get a starting knot on there to go. So tie your knot first, and then you're going to make a bow, like you're tying your shoes. So you bring up the rabbit ears, the rabbit runs around the thingy. I totally forgot that. Pull it through the loop, and then pull it tight, like that. And then when you actually do your blocking, it'll loosen up too, because this one loosened up a lot once I did my blocking. You can make these go out. They're very shapeable, so easy to shape. You can twist this part, like if it doesn't go the right way, just pinch it and twist it to get it in the right direction that you want it to go. Very shapeable, like that. And blocking it, like I was saying before, blocking it makes a huge difference, because as you can see, this one looks all kinds of tweaked out. But when you block it, it lets these settle down a lot, and then it looks more like an actual holly leaf. Yes. All right, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This is a super quick pattern that will be easy to make for your friends and family. And tell me what you think about this in the comments below, because I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence. I kind of think it looks like bat wings, but I still love it. So, and it's quick. So if you want just a quick holly thing, you can even put it on top of a gift, something as a gift topper, anything. But anyway, subscribe to my channel, please, if you'd like more free crochet pattern tutorials. I'm always making new crochet patterns. I have tons of tutorials classes on my Infinite Yarniverse website, where all of my patterns are hosted as well. And here's a few of the recent crochet patterns I've released that are brand new Christmas ornament patterns, stockings, crochet Santa hats. They're all so much fun, and I love this season. So I hope you guys have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Holidays. Love you guys. Bye.